Hey, if you are struggling after Thanksgiving, if you tired like I am, then this video is for you. I am Crystal Taylor, the owner of Fitness is Not a Game, and you are here on Fitness Friday, where I just gotta come on and talk to y'all and be real transparent with y'all now about the struggles that I've been having today, right? And how I got through it, right? So yesterday, worked 12 hours and still cooked all of Thanksgiving. So it was a long, tiring, rough day. Amazing day, great day. Really wouldn't change it. However, when I finally got up this morning, it was rough, like real deal rough. And if you're here now, say hey. I see y'all coming in. If you catch this on replay, type replay in the chat. But I got up. And the first time I woke up, it was probably about a little bit after 7. And I went to bed about 12:30. But I went back to sleep, woke up, and it was 9. And I never sleep that late. That's how I knew my body was tired. And I noticed yesterday that my knee had been bothering me. So I've been on my feet all day. Um, and so I was like, maybe I should take today off, right? Maybe I make this a rest day because my feet are hurting. I don't know if I got it in me to run and all that good stuff. And I looked up at my dresser, and I'm acting like I'm looking at my dresser, right? And guess what was there? My workout clothes. Because what I do every night before I go to bed to remove excuses, I pull out all my workout clothes in the morning and just put them right there on the dresser, right? Because a lot of people don't work out because they don't want to make extra decisions or think and all that good stuff. So they're like, I don't know what to put on, so they just skip it. So my thing is, before I go to bed, I'm just gonna pull everything out, and that's all the things: socks, drawers, sports bra, everything, sitting on the dresser, looking at me like, "Hey, girl, hey, go on, put me on and get it to work." So when I saw that, I was like, "All right, let me go and put them on, and I'm gonna find something." And like I've usually been doing a lot of full body workouts recently, but I was like, I really don't think I have it in me. And my feet don't want me using them today. Plus my knee is hurt. Like all these excuses that I could have fallen into. And I said, nope, we got a bike. Let me go ahead and get on that bike to see what I can get done. And I got on the bike, got me a good 40-minute ride in and a good sweat. And I was so glad that I did. And I was just thinking about how easy it would have been to just say nah for all of these reasons. And y'all heard me say XXX over and over again, because when we sit in these reasons, they turn into excuses. Y'all let me know if y'all feel me on that. Let me know if you got it in today, right? So I'm saying all of this to say that when you're consistency isn't about perfection. Let me be clear on that. I could have taken today off. Lord knows I've done enough this week, and it's fine, right? But for me, honestly, and I've said this many times before too, exercising is a stress reliever. It gets the day started, all of that good stuff, gets that sweat out, those toxins, helps me become more lucid, and all that good stuff. So I got it done. And I wanted to talk to y'all about that because too often, especially now that we're in the holiday season, folks start pushing stuff off. That's all right. I'll start on Monday. New year, new me. All of that good stuff. When today is here. Today is here, right? And I did something else, y'all. Y'all want to know what I did? Y'all want to know what I did? Type I want to know in the chat. Ooh. It was so funny because when I did it yesterday and today. And I was like, folks gonna be like, what? You did that? So what I did yesterday, and this is the only time I do it, is when I'm testing a theory, right? I'm testing a theory to bring to y'all. Because yesterday, being Thanksgiving, folks ate and ate. Let me know what y'all favorite foods were yesterday. Let me know who got it in. So I ate all the things yesterday. I sure did. I enjoyed myself. I make a bomb sweet potato bread, had some of that. I had my champagne, I had my wine, I had my coffee with my Baileys in it, with my dressing, my macaroni and cheese, all the good things, right? But what I did before my day got started yesterday, I actually weighed myself. Y'all probably like, what, Miss F the scale? And I did it because I was just curious to see what the weight change would be, right? From this one day, because people stress over that number and they stress over that day, right? So I weighed myself and I went on about my day like it was any other day, right? Not thinking anything of it, stayed consistent, drank my water, ate what I wanted to eat, blah, 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 blah. And I got up and I weighed myself again this morning because I was just curious to see if there was a weight gain. Guess what? Exactly the same. Literally, exactly the same. And I don't mind sharing my number, 147.8, both days. And I was like, And what that showed me was that one day, one meal don't change nothing when you're consistent. That's what it's all about, is just being consistent. I kept telling y'all the other day that one meal is not gonna make you fat, and one meal ain't gonna make you skinny. The same way having one salad ain't gonna make you skinny, having Thanksgiving dinner last night wasn't gonna make you fat, right? It's literally about being consistent. Even though I had my fun yesterday, I got back up and I stayed on my routine. It was actually lighter than I would typically go on a regular day because it was just a cardio day. And I don't do a lot of cardio days. I prefer strength training, but I didn't have it in me. That's my next lesson for y'all. Come on and drink up. Too many of you, and let me know if I'm talking to you. Too many of you will do a couple things. If you don't have it in you to do what you had planned to do, you choose to do nothing, right? That's one type of person. Another type of person will beat themselves up for not going super hard with what they do. And they minimize the fact that they did it. Let me be clear, and I got to get close so y'all can hear me. I want you to hear me. And I'm going to pull my mic up because I need you to hear me. If you only have 40% in your tank that day, and you give that 40%, you gave 100%. So pat yourself on the back. Don't minimize and say, all I did was, it was just, no, you did it. If that's all you got, kudos. Sometimes, we always want to show out, but sometimes you just got to show up. And that's fine. Now, it's a difference if you just show up and you're not giving your all just because you just like, boo, whatever. But if you gave everything that you had, be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself, because what that's doing is building that consistency. Again, consistency is not perfection. Just staying active, just continuing to move your body keeps your body in that pattern. Just say, okay, we're just gonna do something. Not just gonna do something, we're gonna do something. Whatever we can do, and your body stays active, and that helps you keep burning calories. And if nothing else, is building that habit and that routine, right? My clients, it's so I was gonna say funny, not funny. I think it's dope. That's what it is. I think it's dope when my clients say that it feels weird for them not to work out because their body starts to crave it. It gets used to that pattern the same way it became programmed to just sit around, because you did that. Can we be honest and real today? If you're at the point where you don't even think about exercising or moving your body, it's because you programmed yourself to do that. Because if we go back and think about it, as kids, we was always moving. We ain't like these new school kids. We were always moving. We were doing things. So when your body got to the point where it was cool with not doing things, that's because you did that, right? So the same way that we could program our body to not want to do anything, you can reprogram it even in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and plus. You can reprogram it to want to move and want to do things, right? But you just got to be consistent. Now, this is what I'm also going to add. Drink up. And if you got your water, type cheers in the chat. We hear so often that consistency is key. Consistency is key. Consistency is key. And it is. I'm not crapping on it, but let me add something else. Yes, run and get your water. Let me add something else. It's not just consistency that you need. You also need patience. Somebody type patience in the chat because we want things to happen immediately and overnight. We want these results to happen immediately and overnight. They don't. The same way how the slippery slope down to where you don't want to be didn't happen overnight, even though it feels like it did. Right? It didn't. It's not going to happen overnight for you to reverse it either. So, in addition to the consistency, you got to be patient and trust the process. Trust that if you are consistent, and consistency again is what? Not perfection, it's just sticking with it and saying, okay, today I'm going to give what I got. Today I'm going to modify. And even if I'm not going to move my body, then what else can I do? We can't pick all the struggles. Pick a struggle. All right. You can't say that you're just not going to move your body, but then you're also not going to be mindful of how and what you eat, and you are not going to drink water. You're not. Pick a struggle. And that's called balance, right? Because think about it. If you are working out, but like I don't like that whole people think that they can work out to overwork their diet because they think that that's what happens. No, it doesn't, right? But when you are saying that I can't work out today, but I'm at least going to watch what I eat, it's going to balance it out, right? Now I want you to get back into it the next day or whenever it falls into your schedule, right? Your routine of moving your body, but you can't pick all the struggles. You cannot. You cannot. I just got to say that, right? So today, I just, even with right now coming on to talk to y'all, I had just texted one of my accountability groups, and I was like, y'all, I am struggling with coming on talking to the people today because I literally just want to lay on the couch today. I just lit a fire. I just want to lay on the couch today. But I committed to coming to you all each week just to share information. And I believe in sharing my story because I know that I'm supposed to share in order to help somebody. I've accepted that I'm a vessel because what I don't ever push is extreme behavior. I don't push straight up weight loss and fad diets. I talk about the lifestyle. And that's why when so many people think about losing weight, they think about diet and exercise, diet and exercise. And I always say that there are three pillars to healthy living. It's movement, mindset, and mindful eating, right? Mindset is in the center, it's the core, it's the foundation. So because this is where life happens. And if you're not working on where life happens, your mindset isn't even right or ready to handle the movement and the mindful eating, right? Diet and exercise, if you want to call it that, right? I just like alliterations. So I was like, let me share and talk about the mindset that has to go into having that healthier lifestyle, right? Because I know that's where most people struggle. You think it's the food. Food is a huge struggle. And if food has been a struggle for you, let me know in the chat. Type food. But it's also how you look at it, which is that mindset, right? How you look at it determines what you do with it. Because today, folks gonna be eating leftovers all day today. I already had me some ham and sweet potato bread for breakfast this morning with my eggs and my coffee, right? But it's still, you gotta have that mindset, that strong mindset, that positive mindset, that growth mindset in order to make these other things work. So I had to come on and let y'all know because I think I think that people think because of what I do that I get up every morning like, let's go work out, everybody. I want kale. I want spinach. I only want grilled chicken. Like, y'all think that it's this easy, healthy life, right? For me, right? That's just what you do. No, fam. I struggle just like everybody else. There are days when I don't want to do. Just don't. It's not easy. But then I think about my why. And a lot of times, for your why could be a lot of things. I know some people's why is to get off medication and to, uh, what, whatever they're big. A lot of people think it's to lose weight. But like real talk, my why is because I just know how I feel afterwards. And even better, I know how I feel when I don't, and I try to avoid that. Sometimes I'm not chasing the good feeling. Sometimes I'm running away from the bad feeling. Let me know if that's you. I don't want to sit around and regret not working out for the day. Like, dang, I know I could have. It was only 30 minutes. I could have. And while I'm sitting on the couch just watching TV or scrolling on the nets, on the internets, I'm sitting there thinking like, I could have got me a workout. And I don't like how that feels. So sometimes that is my why. And that's okay. Whatever motivates you. Some of us are motivated by progress. Some of us are motivated by escaping the regret. Yeah, the regret is real. And when you have that regret, it adds a certain level of stress, which makes it again harder, y'all, to lose weight, and it adds fat around the belly. Don't nobody want fat around the belly, right? So it's just like, you know what? In my Monday messages card, I'm not gonna because I got the deck right here, but I'm not about to go through here and look for it. But there's a card in here that says you you either we all got to choose between two pains. I think it is the pain of discipline or the pain of regret, and I choose to go with discipline, right? Because I don't want the regret, especially when it's real quick to just, I call it paying a deposit, paying a health deposit. 30 minutes out of your day is only 2%. And I always say that nothing, and I'm not, I said I wasn't going to look for it, but here I am looking for it, right? I always say that there's nothing in that other 98% that's more important than the 2% that you give yourself to move your body, right? Because if you think about it, 2% of your day to move versus the 98% when you trying to figure out how to eat and all this other stuff, man, that's a lot, right? So do what you can. I swear, if it's the first card at the top, I'm gonna be so mad. Because okay, there we go. Woo, child, I found. I was about to say it was like the fifth of the last card I was getting to. There we go. You see it? So everyone must choose one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret, right? And so getting to that discipline, choosing discipline lasts so much longer, right? It's a quick decision, but it lasts longer. Whereas the regret, it's a decision that lingers, right? It feels good in the moment, but it's worse in the long run, right? So I was like, I just had to have that conversation because it's not always easy, but that's when you find out who you really are and find out if you really, really are committed to what your goals are. I like to ask the question, are you committed or are you interested? Because if you're just interested and you're not willing to make the decisions, the compromises, and the moves that it takes to get it, you're just interested and you're just hoping. Like seriously, exactly. Holly, it can literally change your life. 30 minutes a day, that's just being consistent. And if you keep doing that, imagine where you'll be in 30 days, right? Imagine where you'll be in 60 days and 90 days if you just remain consistent. And not perfect, but consistent, right? So, I usually do 6 days a week because that's what works for me. And I like it. And every 6 days, I'm not going hard every 6 days. Some days I do me, tomorrow's Saturday. Something I like to do on Saturdays, I just walk on my treadmill at an elevation, at the highest elevation, and I watch TV while I'm doing it. Right? That's my low impact movement for my Saturday. And the reason why is because I work 6 days a week and my brain works better after I've worked out. Right? That's my me time. That's, as I said, just moving along around helps you think better. Right? So that's what helps me. But you got to think about what works for you and be honest about what your body really needs. Don't make excuses to say, I don't really need to. I want you to try it and see how you feel after. That's what I said. That's why I do it. And I'm still dog tired today. Hopefully, I take me a nap today. But I had to get some things done. My day started later than it typically would on a Friday, right? And that's okay. That's okay. Ask yourself, can I move some things around? Just be consistent and think about what really it's really a matter. Hey, KO, it's really a matter of priorities. My health is my top priority. And getting up today was not about trying to erase or fix anything that happened yesterday. No. Even if I did get on the scale this morning and notice that I had gained weight, so be it. We're going to talk about that too, right? But the fact that I could eat all the things yesterday, I did leave some on my plate. But the fact that I can have Thanksgiving and not gain nothing, that shows that consistency works. And don't tell me, oh, you got good genes. No, I got good habits. And that's what I want to share with y'all. That's why I always say it's a difference between having a trainer and a coach, right? A trainer can just tell you what moves to do, right? For that 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes. But having somebody who really talks to you and gets you to understand how everything works together, the balance of it all, the taking a break when you need to, letting you know it's okay. I gotta tell you, it drives me doggone batty when I see these videos of trainers on the socials and they yelling and they going hard. Get up and move y'all every day and blah blah blah. Stop. Well, I ain't gonna lie. One of my favorite videos is Debo. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But you don't have to do it every doggone day. You got to have somebody who talks to you about the acceptance and the understanding of the balance that goes into all of it. Like it's okay. It's really okay to take a break when you need it. It's okay to slow down when you need it. But then it's also good to have somebody in your ear who's going to ask you these hard questions to help you dig into the weeds to figure out how and why you move the way you move. Right? So, that's why I just wanted to come on and have that conversation, because when I tell y'all it was a struggle today. Oh, oh, oh. Struggle bus. But I was driving it. I was in the front and the back. Jeez. But things got done. And I want you to be able to create that lifestyle that helps you keep seeing results, that helps you stay on the path, that helps you give yourself grace for those days when things aren't perfect, so that you can say, okay, it wasn't perfect, but it's part of the process, right? To even understand that. A lot of people struggle with that, to accept that the lows are part of the process. When you see most progression charts, whether it's stock market, weight, whatever, they rarely just do this. Rarely. They do this. All right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. And you got to be okay with that. You got to be okay with that, right? So, all of this that I'm saying, I sent out an email today because it is Black Friday. And for Black Friday, I don't know about y'all, but I didn't I ain't thought about nothing that I felt like buying for Black Friday. Couldn't care less. But I know some people do, probably been scouring the sales ads and all that stuff. A lot of folks, a lot of businesses started Black Friday, who knows when, beginning of November. Um, because it's Black Friday, I was like, I always like to release something though. But what I release is always to help you do better, right? So last year, I released my book, F the Scale, Don't Let a Number Weigh You Down. And I've said forever that book had been sitting in my heart for years because it really does break my heart when people focus so much on that number and will do any and all the things just to attain it, whether it's healthy or sustainable or not. So in that book, I talk about the things that you should really focus on. If you're going to focus on a number, let's focus on the real numbers, right? Your A1C, your blood pressure, your cholesterol, all of that good stuff. Because the BMI, y'all, wasn't even made for us. That's a whole nother discussion. I talk about it in the book, but it's a whole nother discussion. It was for white men. I'm just saying. And it wasn't even about a measure of health. It was literally just to see what the average size of the white man was over in Europe. But whatever. I digress. Um, Now, is there some weight to be put into it? No pun intended. Sure. However, is not the end all be all to health. My goal with all the things is to help you be healthier. Healthy is the new skinny, y'all. Health is what's sexy. Strong is what's sexy. It ain't about being skinny because there are skinny fat people and there are skinny people who die every day. There's skinny, unhealthy people with high blood pressure, diabetes, and all this other stuff too. So let's move away from that. Let's focus on how to become healthy. So what I did was this year for Black Friday, I decided to expand off of this book because I realized that there was so much I wanted to put in that book and I couldn't. So I said, you know what? Let me expand on it this year for Black Friday. And what I did was is I created an entire system based off of that book. So it's the F the Scale system. In this system, it's set up to be 12 weeks for you to get the information that you need to really build habits. But those 12 weeks can recycle as long as you want them to, right? Because it's all about giving you the tools and the tips you need for a healthy lifestyle. So, in addition to getting the book, and if you don't have the book, I'm giving you the book. I also created a supplemental guide. So in the supplemental guide, it has so much stuff in there. It has recipes, meal plans. It helps with mindset, all of that good stuff, everything that you need for those three pillars, right? But then I'm also giving you a workbook because it's not just about the information that I provide to you, right? With everything, there's information out there. It's about creating the system that works for you, right? Everybody's life is different. Everybody's likes are different. It's not just about eating the same thing, doing the same workouts or anything like that. No, your life is different from everybody else's. So I give you a workbook that has prompts in it so that you can create and not if nothing else, dig deep to figure out how and why you move the way you do so that you can make the adjustments that are going to get you the results that you're looking for, right? So I'll give you a workbook with that. And that workbook, well, man, let me hold off. I'm say this real quick, then I'm gonna come back to it. But then I also give you an onboarding guide so you'll know what you should be doing where for each 12 weeks. Because for those 12 weeks, you're going to get uh, training videos and emails, right? So each week we'll have a different topic, and I'll give you a training video to give you more details about it, more information about it, so that you can say, aha, that's why I'm doing this. Aha, this is what I can do to make some changes, right? So you got that. But because it's Black Friday, what I'm doing is I'm going to add a component. Those are the major components of the system, having those emails with the support information, plus the training videos, plus your supplemental book, plus your workbook, so that you can create it's like a journal log, all the good things, you're going to win, right? And then plus reading the book to get more of the philosophy, you're going to win. But because it's Black Friday, what I'm adding in as a bonus I decided that we're going to make 2025 your best year, right? You've been saying this for the longest, but I got you. So what I'm doing is on January 4th, the first Saturday of the year, I'm going to host a workshop. So for everybody who has the F the scale system, you get to come to that workshop free, right? I haven't released enrollment for the workshop yet. I'm giving my F the scale people free access first to get their spots. But we're going to do a workshop that helps you go through that book to help you plan out what works for you for 2025 so that you can get those sustainable results. Okay. So if you want to get yours, the way you get your system is going to fthescalesystem.com, and it's only 125, and that's including the free workshop. That's your freebie because is I think the value is at 280 something. Yeah, almost $300. Well, all the things is almost $300, but for Black Friday, I'm giving it to you all for 125 with the extra workshop in it. And we're also going to have a community so that you can stay connected to the other people who are in the program, right? Who are following the system. And so that you have access to me to ask questions, because all the information in the world is not going to help you if you have real deal questions and you don't know how to find how to get those human answers, right? We can Google stuff all day. We can search stuff all day. But it's a difference when you say, hey, when you have an expert who's right in your corner, like sort of in your pocket for you to say, hey, I'm at this section. I'm in week 3 of the system, and this is where I'm struggling. What do you suggest? Right. So you get access to that too. So oh, and this is the coolest part. Okay, I almost forgot this. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Drink up, y'all. So Black Friday, you know, getting all of these sales and deals. And I like to say, F the sale. Y'all running after these sales for TVs and all that stuff. Let's, putting all this junk in your cart, which is going to lead to junk in your bodies and in your life, as opposed to uh, investing in you. Because like I said, I've said many times before, it's a difference between what you're paying and what you're investing in. A lot of folks are paying for stuff today as opposed to making an investment in themselves, right? And we had this long list of things we're going to buy for all these people around us, but then think about how we're going to take care of ourselves. So that's what this system is for, is to help you take care of yourself. And I'm about to get to the exciting part, promise. But I also want to remind you of this too, or state this too. It's a pre-sale right now because everybody's starting together January 1. All right. January 1 is when you start getting supplemental stuff. You'll get your books, all of it, because I'm giving you physical books. You'll have access to the digital too if you want to start early, but I'm giving you all physical books so that you can write in it, you can read, take notes, all of that good stuff, right? So we're also getting it now gives you that peace of mind of knowing that at the beginning of the year, you are set so that you are not celebrating National Quitters Day and all of that good stuff, right? I got you. That's why we're doing the workshop, so we don't do that. But this is what I'm doing that I'm super duper excited about. We have Black Friday, Cyber Saturday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. What I'm focusing most on is Giving Tuesday. But I'm doing Giving Tuesday all weekend. So for every single sale of the F the Scale system this weekend, starting today up until Tuesday night, I'm donating 10% of every sale to the Chattahoochee Hills Charter School in Georgia. Y'all, this school is amazing. I've never seen a school like this in my life. Walking up to the school, I was like, this is not a school. It felt like what do they call them? Like I want to say like a little small community. You see, walk up, and y'all know the word. It starts with a C. It's slipping my brain right now because I'm tired. But they have a greenhouse. These babies have a farm with animals. They're learning how to farm. They're learning how to grow food. They have bees. They're learning so much. Everything that they do is surrounding agriculture and sustainability. The school is in a doggone uh, forest preserve park or something like that. So these babies go hiking where they learn amongst all of these things as opposed to compound. There we go. Thank you. Geez. They learn in this nature as opposed to only learning in the classroom. They have classrooms, yes. But when I tell you this school was so doggone amazing, and when I got there on campus, I'm looking around, and the first thing I see is a class outside doing, like, I was like, is this recess? Is this gym? What? But the kids outside in a circle doing the exercises, they running around playing with the teachers. Even it's K through 8. Even the 8th graders still have recess. How many of these schools have taken recess? But this school is really pushing healthy living. And that's why I want to support this school, right? I have been I've been thinking all year, I need something for Giving Tuesday, Giving Tuesday. And I was like, when I really believe in listening to the universe. And when things are supposed to happen, they're going to come to me. They're going to be exposed to me. And when this school came to me, well, they didn't come to me. My brother told me about the school and I visited. I was like, this is what I'm supposed to support. These babies are moving. They're outside playing volleyball, just hitting the ball to each other. They got a full court. Y'all, they are walking around eating fruits. I see bananas and apples and all stuff. I ain't seen not one bag of Flaming Hots or none of that stuff. I didn't see any children who were obese. Yeah, kids go through their little chunky phases, but just looking at the health of that school, I'm like, man, how can we help? Because what we know is that most of well, let me take it back. I don't know if you know this, but how you eat now, your relationship with food now was developed as a child. It was. So to see that this school is starting these babies off on a good foot, that relationship with the earth, with nature, learning the importance of eating real foods. It's going to help them be healthier adults. How do we not support that? Yo, when I tell you, I like, it's so crazy. I got goosebumps. Being on that campus, and the principal, Patrick Muhammad, and I'm gonna bring him to y'all to meet him. We're gonna talk Tuesday. But he was laughing. He said, "You gonna mess around and move to Atlanta?" I was like, "No, I'm not." But I tell you on everything, I'm gonna mess around and be down there a lot because I just want to be on that campus and help as much as possible, right? Helping to talk to the parents, talking to the babies about their relationship with food and things like that. But it was just amazing. You see them collecting rainwater all over the campus, and hydroponics, and y'all, it's just amazing. So to be able to support education and the health of the babies, man, it doesn't get better. It does not get better. So that's why I'm encouraging you all to get your system. And I know some of you on the fence thinking about it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. But I beg of you that if you're going to get it this weekend so that 10% can go towards that school. 10% of every single one. When you go to fthescalesystem.com, every sale, I will send 10% to that school because I believe in it so much. So instead of just waiting for Tuesday, waiting on one day, how many days? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days. I just want to do my part. And I wanted to give you all the opportunity to do your part too. Right. So I'm just excited about it. I really, really am excited about it. I'm excited about all of it. I'm excited, like last year when I wrote the book, I was super duper excited. I could not wait to get it out. My goodness. And the system is the same way because I know it's what y'all need. Right. And it's set up to be step by step. So you don't feel, and it's a work at your own pace, step by step. So you don't feel confined to a schedule or routine. It's helping you create what works best for you, right? So for anybody who already has the F the Scale book, don't worry about that. That just means you get an extra book to give away to somebody else, to gift to somebody else. And if you already have your F the Scale book, let me know in the chat. But yeah, so that's a shame. As tired as I was, I came on here and talked to y'all. Now y'all done woke me up a little bit. Come on now. But I had to share it because today has been a struggle. It has been a struggle. But y'all, you can do this. Is literally about consistency. So I'm gonna let y'all go because I did not plan on. Yeah, come on. I have mine. I didn't plan to be on here this long, but somebody needed this message. And if it was you, then say it was me. If you know you need to do something and you just need the guidance, the comprehensive guidance, right? It's not just about getting a book. It's not just about getting a journal. It's not just about getting some meal plans and some recipes. It's about putting it all together and also being in a community that's going to support you through this process and having access to me to help guide you through it, right? So that you can get the results that you're looking for. So, with that being said, I hope you have an amazing rest of your weekend. Again, please don't hesitate to get yours this weekend, your after scale system this weekend, so that we can support Chattahoochee Hills Charter School down in Georgia, because it's just an amazing school. And if you on the site, when you go to afterscalesystem.com, on the site there is a video so you can see some more about the school. It's just amazing. So hope to see y'all in the system. Keep your eye out for your emails to get yours, and after you get yours, so you get more information. So y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Oh, and share it out, of course, if you know, and you can gift it. If it's not for you, but you think it's really good for somebody else, you can gift it to somebody. Just put it in the notes, or if you forget, send an email to support at Fitness is Not a Game, and I got you. Um, but yeah, let's do this. All right. So have a great rest of your weekend. If you have to go out there in these streets, please be safe. 'Cause I just want you healthy. I want you happy. And I want you here, y'all. So have a good weekend, and I will see y'all again soon. All right, y'all.